So in very recent news, as of this recording, they actually announced and showed All Star Battle R. Very fucking good news, cause I kind of been wanting people, more and more people to like give that game its well deserved recognition. In fact, like most say, it's the best JoJo's game, which they're not far off, like in the slightest. Now, one thing that's been pointed out before is how we're gonna get 9 new characters because All Star Battle, including all the DLC, had legit 41 characters in total. With this All Star Battle R, we're getting 50 total new characters. So, quick math, we're gonna get 9. Now there might be a little slight bit of contingency with this. Say like may introduce like a new system with the new characters, but as far as I'm seeing, these are gonna be playable characters. So, given that, I'm here to give y'all my guesses and or ideas of who's gonna be in the game. So I made my own list here, and I'm presenting 10. So, oh, also before I forget though, before I forget, there was a leak of 2 characters. One I kind of guessed right, Prosciutto and Trish. Funny enough, she's actually somewhere in my suggestions here. Starting from number 1, we have Speedwagon. Now we all know about the memes. There's a Speedwagon with the hat. Yep. Oh my god, so many memes. Like especially back then. Oh man, it's like people still talk about him too. Like it's kind of crazy. Like it's like all the way from part 1 with this dude, and like some can't forget how he was also playable in Eyes of Heaven. So moveset will probably be based off of that. All right, so next we have Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters, yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting pick. So we're actually disappointed how she couldn't make it in Eyes of Heaven. So this will give her like the perfect opportunity to actually be playable for once in a JoJo's game with All Star Battle R. I really like to see how they work her like Plankton into a moveset, but knowing these guys, they can kind of make anything a moveset low key, filled with references. But yeah, anyway, so everyone knows how Foo Fighters would probably work. Next we have Abakio. Now, maybe even a good half of you might be like, wait, hold up, Abakio? Abakio? Now chill. The thing about Abakio is he's actually been playable before. Now I'm not gonna lie, he kind of sucked. And like what game I'm referencing? Well, there's a good chance anyway y'all know about it, but he was playable in the Part 5 game for PS2. Now, I don't believe he'll play similar to how he played in it, because man, his moves were really slow too, and his damage with it was weak. So they may give him weak damage, maybe, but since he's like tall, I can see him being really strong physically anyway. But what people would often forget was how he used to be a cop. So he had to get trained to be a cop, so they can incorporate that into his moveset. That'd be pretty interesting to see, actually. So if you ask me, I think he'd be very good up close. I don't think he would just compare to the auras. Is the thing. They may give him auras, but I don't know. I don't think so. And then an interesting idea they had from the Part 5 game was how if he can get it right, you can have him do replay with his Moody Blues, and if you actually land with the recorded attacks, I think they doubled in attack strength in the Part 5 game. I didn't test it that much, but you can get away with some major damage if you land the recorded moves. So it's definitely worth mastering. And yeah, I can see his Moody Blues being one of those things where it's like they'd be hard to master. So I can easily see that. However, they do his moveset in the first place, though. Who I also have here is Santana. Santana, now people, I know, I feel like a lot of people forgot Santana. Even I forget. Okay, honestly, I keep forgetting this guy's name, but he was actually one of the Pillarmen, and from what I remember, he got dealt with kind of quickly. Mostly had to like look up what he could really do to differentiate himself. Cause I thought he was just like a standard Pillarman. So he has rib blades and meat invasion. So that'd be interesting to see too. With his meat invasion, they work like leeches. So I like to see that. Like okay, he can throw out his like meat invaders, or what I saw listed before, meat morsels. Okay, say like that lands, and that just keeps draining the opponent's health, and it adds to his health. So that'd be really interesting to see. Like then along with the standard absorption that the opponent have, getting really interesting stuff they can work with there even. Next we have Diego. Now for some reason like right like wait which Diego? We're straight up talking about Part 7 Diego. Like here, I feel like they can go either way because we have Scary Monsters Diego, and then normal Diego. Well like alternate Diego, where he actually has the world. Um, Now I feel like they have a little more leverage when it comes to Scary Monsters Diego. Um, Especially if he's like one of those characters where I don't know. I don't think they'll do this, but say like he like say like just for him, there's actually objects throughout the stage, right? Um, and he actually uses his like scary monsters to turn them into dinosaurs to attack the opponent, or maybe like it's just part of a super, and he can like have those out. I don't know. They can, or maybe he can deal with the specials. Oh, I feel like they can do like a lot with this. I just think they can have the shit on the stage from his specials, incorporate into supers. Of course, supers like I feel like that's the easiest to incorporate. But I was turning himself into a dinosaur, so he can probably have a dinosaur form. He can just go in and out of. Again, I feel like they actually have like a lot of ideas because his Scary Monsters actually had quite a bit of application to it. And then like his The World, I haven't read much about it, and I don't think it's that much different from the world, but they can actually differentiate from Dio's. That'd be interesting to see. Because I don't know. I feel like the Scary Monsters, like Diego with Scary Monsters is far more likely, if you ask me. And the next up we have Toru. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. Like Toru, like, is it like the main dude, the main villain from Part 8? What the fuck? They actually spoiled like a lot of things when it came to even just like okay. I personally got into confrontation with a whole server, all because like I shared the All Star Battle. It had that much spoiler. Like some people still don't know about Valentine and what he was exactly about, or even or even anything that's in like Part 8. But since Part 8 is like finished, like legit finished, I feel like they can possibly get away with this, and this way too, we'll have all the main villains from like each and every part. So that'll be really nice and really cool to have. I'm pretty sure people would be interested to see how he will play too. Like maybe what they could do is like say it's possibly have him and his like stand switch out, we do battle and do their own moves. I don't know. I feel like they can actually do like a lot with him. Now what I'm most concerned about is like how they're gonna balance him. But then again, a good amount of the cast is busted anyway. Like how his stand works is really concerning. like the most concerning out of all these. I don't have much ideas for this, but yeah, I feel like if they actually incorporated him, they would have at least several ideas. We'll more like get a good character still. You know, they can also put in other part A characters, which I have another one later, but yeah, the tour will be really good. Next we have Risotto. Now, Neo Risotto, Metallica. Oh man, I'm really interested to see how this would play. We would have a much easier time thinking about this if it was actually incorporated into the Part 5 game. Because Part 5, like, they actually, he was actually scrapped from the Part 5 game, even though they have a model of him. But I like to think that they had a good amount of ideas for him anyway. Since he has, like, mental manipulation, they can incorporate a lot of that into his moveset. Because, yeah, like, oh my God, I can only just imagine what that's gonna be like. Him using the scissors, friggin' like the clips, him just having all stuff in your body from like far away. Maybe he has a special for that. And then like the supers, I can't even imagine what the supers could even possibly be. I actually have a hard time thinking about it. Could be its own video, I don't know, but yeah, his moveset is gonna be very interesting to say the least. Easily. Will the invisibility be good? I don't think so. Like, invisibility doesn't usually work well in fighting games, but I like to see what they can do here to actually implement that as well. Next we have Trish. Now, a lot of people know Trish, especially if they saw Part 5, with her softening ability. I'm thinking either with her softening ability, what's more likely to happen is that she can reduce the opponent's defense or attack strength. Maybe both. I don't know. Possibly. Like, yeah, I feel like she's gonna be a really likely pick. I believe she has her own fan following. A lot of people, a good amount of people, seem to be interested in Trish. But yeah, I feel like they can do a good amount of things with her to not make her feel so samey. Now I kind of want them to be a little heavy-handed with just a little heavy-handed with the with her Spice Girls ability, because if she just says they're punching all day, like, there won't be much they can do with her. Now what they probably could do is have her moveset be based off of the Part 5 game, because she was actually playable in that, where Spice Girls could just have this pull out, maybe do something with that. It'd be sweet too, actually, if say like her like ultimate actually included say a Notorious B.I.G. and it shows her dealing. Okay, so what they can do if they actually do that is like have B.I.G. beat on the opponent, so he gets caught by it, and it all takes place on a plane. She deals with B.I.G. and then like I don't know, say like she crashes like the opponent in the plane. I don't know. Like they done really crazy stuff with the Olsons before, so I don't think that's too far out there. Also, like if the devs are hearing this, please don't put in Big just to save us the headaches. Yeah, we had two more girls, Yasuho. Now some people might be like, wait, what the fuck, Yasuho? What's she gonna do? Like she just her shit just a GPS, man. What's she gonna do? I feel like there's a good chance that people forget that her stand can shapeshift. Now, another stand that was similar to this was actually Meddler. It was her. Her stuff can shapeshift, and she can do like a lot with that. Now, of course, Yasuo won't be. She won't be maybe even half of that, but she can do a lot with just shape shifting. And then, like, I like to imagine though that it can come out of her phone, right? Because it's really technology based, and maybe she can have maybe have unfortunate things happen like in the area for like her opponent. So he set traps even with technology that she'll just apparently have on her. But I feel like they have a handful of things they can do with her here. They had to do just a little thinking, but I think they can actually get away with including Yasuko in the roster. And then maybe her like ultimate was how spoilers how Josuke dealt with Toru. I'm not gonna say anything other than that, but they could probably do that. Also, if y'all don't really like the fact that suggested Yasuko, I have three more part A ideas. Jobin, Urban Gorillas, poor Tom. Nah, poor Tom. That's funny. I don't think they'll ever get to him. But and Joshu. Now I've thought about Dolomiti, but I feel like they'll struggle the most with his moveset since he kind of don't have any limbs and stands rather stationary. But yeah, they include him in. That'd be really interesting. That's why I'm gonna have him on here just to like talk about that. And then we have last, possibly not least, Maria. Now Maria, you can just straight up have like okay, I'll come back to this slide later, but you can you can straight just like implement like the same moveset she had from Heritage to the Future, and I don't think anyone's gonna really front about that or be even angry about that. Like some people might feel like her moveset was like underwhelming with just her like specials. Maybe I don't know. I really don't see much of Maria players. Maybe I'm just not around the right people. But they can. I say they can definitely beef up her moveset from that game. And she'll be pretty trap based. What's even funnier too is that you can just straight up have a lot of the guys from Heritage to the Future just in the game. It's how the work has already been done for him in that game. So and then transitioning into this won't be much of a problem. At least if you ask me. So those are all 10 of my characters. Again, a lot of ideas to like work with here. I feel. Sure, some more than others, but yeah, I feel like a lot of these are characters that folks would actually want to see in the game and try to play as. And I guess drop down who you want to see the most out of these, or drop down in the comments your own suggestions, what you think about the whole situation, maybe. Because it's not even here for like a while, actually. Like the game, like we probably have like up to like 2 to 3 months before it drops. So yeah, those are my suggestions. Y'all know who they are. I mean, yeah, pictures up. I don't know. And yeah, this is me, Hot Take Central, and I'm out.